What do you do with all the love you still have for someone who is gone? I used to wonder how people could lose someone they loved and still keep living. Then, in my 50s, I lost my younger son in a car accident. That's when I learned something I wish I had never needed to learn. You don't forget the people you love. You just learn how to live without them. My son was my first child, and even as an adult, I still worried about him. If he skipped a meal, I asked if he had eaten. If he didn't answer my calls, I worried. I have other children whom I love deeply, but part of me always saw him as the little boy who needed his mom. The hardest part wasn't the funeral. It was the morning after. I woke up for a few seconds thinking everything was normal, then remembered he wasn't coming home. His room was still there. His things were still there. That night, I opened an old box of photos. I found his whole childhood, his first steps, his first birthday, his first day of school, his school events, and the good grades I was always proud of. Then I found pictures of his first job, the years when he struggled to find work, and the day he finally called me to say he had gotten a great job. Then I found a picture from his wedding. He was standing beside the person he loved, smiling like he had the whole world ahead of him. I remember looking at him that day and thinking, my little boy has become a man. I wish I had known how precious those ordinary moments would become. Years later, I still sometimes forget for a second. I'll see something funny and think, I should send this to him. Sometimes I dream that he's alive, and for a few seconds after waking up, I forget he's gone. Then reality comes back, and the pain feels new again. People tell you to move on. I understand what they mean. I have other children, and I love them with all my heart. But loving the children who are still here doesn't mean I have to stop loving the child I lost. His place in my heart didn't disappear. The strange thing is that I don't remember every conversation or every day we spent together, but I remember the moments that mattered. His first steps, his birthday, his school days, his struggles, his success, his wedding, and his smile. Time may blur some details, but it never erased the love. Even now, when someone says his name, my heart beats faster. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I smile. My son, wherever you are, your mom still thinks about you every day. I still remember the little boy who held my hand and the man you became. You left this world years ago, but you never left my heart. You will always be my son, and I will always be your mom.